Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again. I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors, so I went out in the corridor, and that's when I saw him. All the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring. Why was it ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
I'm not sure. I'm malfunctioning probably. Body was blocking the doors. Why would I lie here? Wait a second. Why would I lie here? Alright, guys, we are continuing part 4 here. Let's continue our little stuff.
That ringing sounds like the elevator doors are jammed.
Let's see what's up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's got in blood. And that's a foot. Oh, wow.
Mr. Cruz? Mr. Cruz. Oh, God. Oh, God. What happened?
Respect.
Mr. Cruz's life insurance policy. Why did he have this on him?
Life insurance, Hector Cruz, beneficiary, Marshall Cruz, February. Oh, it's Hector Cruz. Oh, alright. I thought it was for not for some reason. Coverage amount 10,000, premium amount.
Marcella? Okay, let's not jump to conclusions. Marcella? Okay, is this about Paul? Does that mean...
Dear Mr. Cruz, thank you for reporting the guest's unacceptable behavior. We will look into it as soon as possible. However, I regret to inform you that we cannot divulge a guest's personal information regardless of the guest's behavior. I'm sure you will understand we are very concerned with our guest's privacy and our staff prides self on discretion. Please contact us should the guest bother you again. Yours sincerely. Oh, so I can either frame, I guess I can either frame Paul or Marcella. I should not mess with the crime scene, I think. That's interesting. Huh.
Please let there be someone around who can help.
Oh my god, that spooked me. Okay, that spooked the living crap out of me, I'm gonna lie. Looks like it was... Oh, he corrupt. Uh-oh.
These look like Marcella's pearls. What happened here?
Not picking that up.
Poor Paul. Lindsay's
death really hit him hard. He hasn't been in the best headspace.
Montreal much bigger than I had expected. Big cities always make me feel lonely, and that feeling was only exacerbated this morning by the fact that everyone around me was speaking a language I could not understand. I brought an English-French dictionary at the train station, but I don't think that I need it after all. English speakers seem to be more common in the downtown area, thank God. The hotel is nice. When I arrived, the whole staff was busy getting ready for some big event. It wasn't until I saw Marcella enter the lobby with a flower bouquet that I realized today's Valentine's Day. Hector and he and her were gone in a flash, and I left feeling more alone than ever, wishing Lindsay was here with me. Helping Marcella out these past weeks has been a great distraction, but still hurts so much every time I think about him. I had hoped the pain would have gone by now. I probably need a double dose of Milton to sleep tonight.
So Paul just needed to pass the time while Marcella was away. That's why he was observing us.
Today I wanted to follow Marcella and Hector out of the hotel, but the sidewalks were so packed with people that I started having a panic attack. I tried taking the cab, and that's when I realized I was all out of money. It's been a while since Marcella's last payment. The hotel room was more expensive than I had anticipated. I couldn't resort to selling the camera, so I decided to pawn my victory medal instead. It's hard letting it go after so many years, and yet also felt strange and liberating. Maybe it's a sign I shouldn't be holding onto the past so much. To fight boredom until Marcella and Hector's return, I started looking at the hotel staff. I heard Andrew and Beth at the reception desk discussing books and movies. They both seem like nice people. I wish I had found the courage to join their conversation. When you look at the people all day and they never look back, you start feeling invisible. I noticed Sophie, the maid in charge of cleaning of the fifth floor, seems to share my interest in other people's lives. Maybe I should try talking to her.
Paul was hiding out, right here. Did he ever find the person who was sneaking out at night?
Who's sneaking out of their room every night? This question has been driving me crazy since my first night at the hotel. So tonight I decided to investigate. I found a hiding spot near the ice machine with a nice view of the whole corridor. My camera had it ready, but there has been no movement for at least 3 hours, and I'm not fighting not to fall asleep. No need for Milton tonight. I thought being a detective would be more exciting. Maybe Marcella right. Maybe it's time to let go of Mr. Spade.
9:45? So Anne and Marcella met here this morning while I was busy cleaning room 504.
I woke up around 9:30 a.m. and realized I had fallen asleep sometime in the early morning. I was about to go back to my room when the guest from room 507 came to visit on one of the chairs close by. She's been here. She's been there ever since I. She's been. Jesus Christ. She's been there ever since, and I don't dare leave my hiding spot in front of her. Marcella joined the guest from 507 around 9:45. Apparently, she told Hector she didn't love him anymore, and she is now convinced she's been cheating on him. That explains why he assaulted me out of the blue yesterday evening and accused me of having an affair with his wife. The guest from 507, I learned her name's Anne, had just said she might have an idea on how to solve their problem. I'm thinking of revealing myself, but I don't want to anger Marcella. The longer I wait, the more awkward it will be when I do come out. Maybe I should. Huh. Maybe I have an idea. Looks like I'm starting to suspect Anne here, no? Hmm. Where's the thing that I... Oh.
Looks like Paul had to stop writing in a hurry. What happened? I was listening to the radio at the time. Did the music drown out the noise? Oh, so Paul's work with Marcella was to follow her around like a private investigator, to help her with research for her novel.
Dear Paul, I'm sorry to hear you're in such a dire situation. You seem to possess a lot of useful skills, and it's a shame employees cannot see past your medical history, but don't despair. I've been writing novels for almost 8 years now. My publisher takes me for a sales revenue, but I was still able to collect a substantial sum of money over the years. Now I would like to use that money to hire you. I'm getting tired of romance novels, and I'm thinking of branching into crime fiction, a sort of research as a sort of research, and I would like you to follow me around town and take notes of my comings and goings. I am aware this is a very unusual job, but considering you were able to track me down, I believe you would make a great private detective. In addition to salary, I would cover all work-related expenses and would of course be the first to read the manuscript once it's finished. Of course, be the first to read the manuscript.
Paul really got into his role.
Dear Paul, I hope spying on me isn't proving to be exhausting. You really inspired me so far, and I already have tons of ideas. The French coat you bought were a nice touch. You look straight out of film noir. I also noticed you started smoking. It's probably another way for you to get the character, but maybe that's pushing it a little too far. You know best, of course, but don't pick up drinking next. At this rate, I should be able to start writing in 2 or 3 weeks. Thank again for your help. M.
Followed Marcella to Montreal even though she was done with her research.
Paul, why did you follow me to Montreal? As I already told you, I don't require your service anymore. I'm starting to worry you're taking your role a bit too seriously. You are not a real detective, you have to let it go. Huh. Well. Can I open here or what? I'm not picking it up. That's his cigar, right?
A, B, and Beaumont.
Dude, I'm starting to think that Anne started smoking. Uh-oh. I should probably call the police, no? Is there a point blocking this?
Hello? Is anyone in?
I have to get the power back on. The fuse box. Just get to the fuse box in the janitor's closet, Sophie. It's not far.
Looks like no one is here.
I have to get the power back
Hmm.
on.
Okay, let's turn the power on. Dude, we're starting this with a big banger.
It's too big. I guess I'll need something pointier.
I don't think there's anything here that would help me.
Huh. Alright, guess we have to look around the rooms then to find something pointier.
Think, Sophie, think. What can you use to open the fuse box?
We already been there, so nothing's there, that's for sure. 507. I don't think we have been here before. Or we have. We cleaned this. Never mind. The screwdriver is too big. This doesn't matter. I need something pointy. Phone probably not working, right? It works.
No answer. Beth must be busy trying to restore the power in the lobby.
I mean, I can't, this is not interest of me. Not pointy enough.
Hello? I need help. Hello? Is anyone in? Hello? I need help.
Do I pick the
Okay.
murder weapon?
This looks like something I can use to open the fuse box.
Something to incriminate
The
me
fuse
as well.
box. Just get to the fuse box in the janitor's closet, Sophie. It's not far.
Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Holy moly.
It's too big. I guess I'll need some.
That worked, thank God. Now,
Diffuse.
to get the power back.
Let's read this.
Jean, what I would give to have you with me right now.
If there's a power outrage and I'm
Now we'll have to
busy.
make do.
If there's a power outrage and I'm busy preventing another part of the hotel from collapsing, you know what to do. Check the fuse box plan for required amperage for each socket. Remove all blown fuses from the socket. Tip blown fuses are usually blackened. Screw in the fuses and sockets. Make sure amperage is correct. Flick big lever to restore power. Eugene. This one is burned. This one is burned. This one is burned. 15 amp, so
How did this end up here?
safe combination.
Not much use without the rest of the code. Unless those numbers I found in the laundry room, could they be part of the same combination?
Interesting.
How does Eugene do this again?
Oh.
Fuses. I probably need new fuses.
Let's see. So 15 is there, and we have 15 down there, so
How
A.
does Eugene do this again?
Wait, what?
Fuses.
30.
I probably need new fuses. How does Eugene do this again?
Oh,
Fuses. Yes, this is what I need.
okay. So one is A. Scroll. Right, since this is 15, it's 15. This one is 30, it's same as this one, so type G. And this one is 20, right above it, as... Whoop, whoop, there we go. There goes nothing. Voila. Oh, I guess I just transport it or whatever.
Power's back. Now I should go down to the lobby. Call the police.
How can I...
have to contact the police. I should be able to call from the front desk.
I wonder if I can drop stuff that I have. Like, I don't know, is there like a hidden button or whatever? Oh. I guess not. I'm gonna leave
Is
both of
there
them.
anything I've forgotten? Once I leave this floor, I probably won't be able to come back.
Alright, if that's what you're saying, let's just take a good look at all the other stuff here. This room was closed before, so let's take a look at it. I mean, this room is I've been in last time around, right? The guy with the depth and all of that. Yeah, right. So this guy has a big depth apparently. Huh. Yeah, alright, so this is not important here. Let's look at this room.
Hello?
Oh, this is closed, right?
Is anyone in?
This one's also closed. This one's also closed. Are they interesting? Is there a point in me saving anyone? So I think the Anne women did it. But, you know, obviously. It's like throwing away that. Probably not a point in me doing anything more. I wonder if I should throw this away. No, there's probably no point, right? Hmm. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary here either, so... There's one thing I want to check before we leave. I've been in 506... Actually, been in 506, I'm tripping. Sorry. I've been here. I've been in 507 as well, there's nothing out of interest here. One thing that I'm quite interested to look at is 509. What I want to look at here is... hmm... Hmm. I think I'm done here. I'm not sure. I don't like if I throw away Cruz's stuff, she won't be taken. If I throw away Anna's stuff, she won't be taken. But if I leave all stuff, I think the fall will be for Mrs. Cruz. Let's see how it is. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
"911." I hope there are like no more murders downstairs or whatever.
Phone. I need a phone. Beth? Where is everyone?
We already used a phone though and it didn't work. I think we're stuck in here.
Montreal Police Service, Station
Oh.
22.
There's a man dead. He's been murdered. I need the police.
Please stay calm, ma'am. Where are you right now?
The lobby, but the body, it's upstairs.
Can you give me the address, please?
Oh, 1178 Drummond Street.
All right, ma'am. Officers are on their way.
Thank you. Now, I just have to wait for the police.
So Anne and Marcella really are planning to run off together. Was what happened to Hector part of their plan? Why does the VIP want to meet with Paul? Maybe he fell for his role playing and wants to hire him as a private investigator.
To all reception staff, discard previous instruction or prestige guest has expressed a desire to meet a guest from room 505. I cannot fathom what such an illustrious man would from such a freak, but if you see him, please direct him towards my office. Thank you, Bernard Ledouce, hotel manager.
Bernard really wants Paul out of the hotel.
To all reception staff, as I have heard my reports that on guests from room 505 and his strange behavior, following people around, spying on guests, etc. As you are all aware, we have a very prestigious guest in room 602, and I would hate for his stay at our distinguished establishment to be tarnished because of some other undesirable guest. Inform the guest in 505 that he must vacate his room as soon as possible. Invent an excuse if you have to. Also note that from now on, our if you can't pay, you can stay policy no longer applies. Guests who do not fit the hotel's new elevated standard should be denied their room. All right, that's one way of going about this, I guess. Oh, jeez. Wait, can I go to here, by the way? No, I can't. What the heck? All right, interesting people. Let's see if there's any names that are interesting. Fisher, Drake, Horton, Bailey, Trump, Westonhack, Klein, Baker, Power, Montreal, Wellington, Spade. That's Mr. Spade, obviously. Moran and L. Dupies, Vermont. Ziegler, 508. Cruz, H&M. I wonder where everyone is, though. Someone's coming. Uh-oh. Who is it? It's Beth.
Oh, hey you. Great timing, right? I'm thinking if we're lucky, Bernard will let us go home. No point in working in the dark. Sophie? Bean, you're not scared of the dark, are you? Hey, is everything okay?
I found Mr. Cruz. Hector.
Oh, you did? What was the bloke up to?
You don't understand. I found his body. He's dead, Beth.
Oh, merde. Merde. Sit down, okay? You look like you're about to faint.
Merda.
Have you called the police?
Yeah, they're on their way.
What happened? Was there an accident?
No, I don't think so. Someone did this to him.
You mean... Merde. Do you think it could have been Anne and Marcella?
I actually think so. I think it might have been them. I mean, considering all the evidence, it could be Paul because he's very unstable, but it also could be Marcel. Think. I want to say yes, honestly.
I found something on Hector that would point to that. Yes.
Wait, so you touched the body? The dead body?
I didn't. I mean.
We had to drag him away.
Kind of.
Sophie, rule number 1 when stumbling upon a dead body: do not touch. It could really get you in trouble. So, what did you find?
There was this letter that made it sound like Marcella would get a lot of money from her husband's death.
Throw the affair into the mix and you get a pretty good motive.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm probably going to hell for saying this. Or am I kidding? I'm going to hell anyway. But I can't really blame her if she did it.
Interesting. What do you mean? Hector seems to be a nice guy, didn't he?
I'm not sure I'm following. You can't blame her for murder.
I'm not excusing it. I'm not. Just... women like Anne and Marcella have so few options. It's like the world is designed to keep them apart.
Beth.
Oh, you know. You know. I've been with a woman before.
Ooh.
Ziva Rivers. She's a photographer in New York. We were together for a while, and I was so in love. It was like a fire rain couldn't put out. I guess like anything that intense, it wasn't meant to last. But while it lasted, I was the happiest I've ever been. And if something had come between us, kept us apart, I would have done just about anything to be with her. Maybe that's what happened here with Anne and Marcella.
Thank you. Thank you for trusting me with this.
Maybe now you can understand why I care so much about you.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm feeling inspired by Anne and Marcella, or if it's the shock of being so close to an actual murder, but, I'd really like for us to be more than just friends, Sophie.
I don't think it's time for this, Miss Beth. I mean, sure, but
I'd like that too.
That's great. The police is here. Just be mindful of what you tell them, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Hmm.
Miss Roy? Miss Roy? Miss Roy!
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
I really need you to focus right now. I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't either.
No. No, I don't.
So, as I was saying, we're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's death. Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again. I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors, so I went out in the corridor, and that's when I saw him. All the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring. Why was it ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
I'm not sure. I'm malfunctioning probably. Mr. Cruz's body was blocking the doors. Why would I lie here? Wait a second. Why would I lie here? Um. I don't see a point in lying here. Let's just try to brainstorm how we would lie here. Why wouldn't Mr. Cruz's body be there? It wouldn't be there because... It wouldn't be there because that meant that someone... Oh. If his body was there, they couldn't move the door, could they? But why would I kill him? Huh. I think I should lie here, or I'm in trouble, am I not? If I like to lie here. Because I'm literally the only person who could have done it. The stairs were blocked. Huh. Or should we just be honest here? And incriminate ourselves? Choices. Incriminate ourselves, or lie ourselves to a better position. Let's
Well,
not.
Mr.
Let's
Cruz's
not lie.
body was preventing the doors from closing.
Really? When we found the body, it wasn't that close to the doors.
Oh, the stairs are blocked because of the renovations, so the elevator's the only way out of the 5th floor. I had no choice but to move the body. Just a little.
Ah, so that explains the traces we found. Thank you for clearing that up. So, what did you do after that?
Well, that's when the power cut. So I had to go to the janitor's closet.
To access the fuse box.
Exactly. I changed a few fuses and turned the power back on.
But there's a lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
I used an
No,
ice pick.
I didn't. Only Eugene does. But I thought an ice pick might do the trick, so I went to the ice machine to get one.
You're a size 7, I suppose.
Yes, I am. Why?
What did you see when you went to the ice machine?
There was blood. A lot of it.
Did you touch anything?
He found our shoe size, so he knows we've been through a couple of stuff. So, I mean, we could lie and say we didn't touch anything. Or we could just be honest here and touch a couple of things. That's kind of a no-no in a crime scene, so let's say no, nothing.
No, nothing.
Good. You wouldn't believe how many idiot witnesses accidentally compromised the evidence.
Thank God it was us.
Anyway, what did you do after restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby. That's where I called the police.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact words.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
I've been snooping around. It was just an assumption.
I just assumed. What with all the blood.
Yeah, we don't want
It just didn't
to.
look like an accident, you know?
I see. Would you say you're an observant person, Miss Roy?
I think I would, yes.
Good. Then maybe you can help me fill in a few details about this case.
I'll do my best.
We've learned from one of your colleagues that the victim had a fight with a guest named Mr. Spade. What can you tell me about him?
Dude, are you gonna put me in this position of all my days? Alright, Paul spends time in the psychiatric hospital. I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything about him.
I don't really know anything about him.
Yeah.
He seems nice, though.
Nice. I wouldn't be so sure.
Oh?
We found out that Mr. Spade is fresh out of a madhouse. When we called the place, they painted quite the picture of him. Did you ever see him display odd behavior in or around the hotel?
Like
No.
taking pictures of people?
I mean, we've all got our little quirks, don't we?
Did he seem obsessed with Mrs. Cruz?
A little, maybe, but...
Obsessed enough to kill her husband?
No, nothing like that. We all have our obsessions. Me, for instance. I'm obsessed with celebrities and gossip magazines, and...
You don't seem to understand, Miss Roy. Mr. Spade is not like you and me. He may look like us, but he's not. He's dangerous and needs to be taken off the streets. So tell me, did you ever see him be violent or aggressive?
Looks like we're blaming Mr. Paul here. Take a stand, deny. No, I never see him being aggressive. Deny. Take a stand. Deny.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry I can't be of more help.
No, I'm sure you are. But we're not quite done yet, Miss Roy. The victim's wife, Marcella Cruz. Apparently she left in quite a hurry this morning. What can you tell me about her?
Marcella had an affair with another woman. I should we spill the beans here, or should we just say I don't know all the way to the bank here? I could spill a little bit of beans when it comes to her. I mean, I think, yeah.
She's having an affair, but it's not what you think. She's been in love with another woman since college. They've been apart for more than 10 years.
I think maybe I should have
and
denied
now
here.
Yes, I know all about Mrs. Cruz and Mrs. Beaumont's sexual deviance.
Oh,
Have you ever witnessed them engaging in immoral behavior?
What do you mean?
I'm asking if you've seen them being, intimate.
No, I haven't. No.
And did you hear them discuss their deviant ways in front of Mrs. Beaumont's son, perhaps? Imagine what kind of effect such perversion can have on a young child.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Did you hear them express their hatred of men? Did they ever talk about using violence against men? Did you hear them speak ill of Mr. Cruz?
deny.
No, I didn't hear any of that.
All right, then.
Can I leave now?
Yes, you can. Thank you for your cooperation, Miss Roy. We'll be in touch if we have any more questions.
So they already know about their stuff. Oh, I see. Maybe I should have went out of my way to throw all the papers, then they wouldn't have gotten that much information, perhaps. Interesting, I didn't think about that. But now we know.
Bernard was strangely chipper on the phone. That can't be a good sign. I guess I'll know soon enough. The atmosphere is so different in here. It'll probably be a while before the hotel reopens. Anne, Marcella, and Paul are all suspects for Hector's murder. Was there anything I could have done to protect them?
My bad. My bad. But at least now we know.
Let's go see what Bernard wants.
Now we know. Now we know. Now we know.
I'm not going back up there.
Oh, wait. Can we take another path? Oh. Oh, this is obvious. Correct. I forgot.
Ugh, go to hell.
Beth,
Hey,
are you okay?
I'm out of a job. But other than that, yeah, everything's just peachy.
What? No,
I hope you're luckier than I am.
Why?
Come join me when he's done with you, all right? I'll be questioning my life choices on the mezzanine.
yeah, okay.
Uh-oh.
Ah, Miss Roy. Come in. I suppose you know why you're here?
It's about the murder, I assume?
I would guess it has something to do with the murder.
Well, you'd be right about that. We've been getting a lot of press lately, and not the good kind. I wouldn't expect you to understand the position I'm in, but I assure you, it's quite uncomfortable. To have one's life's work blown away like that. All thanks to some sexual deviance and a nut job. It's obvious to me now that I haven't been firm enough. For guests of such morals to be comfortable booking a few nights here and committing such a horrid act. Things need to change. This means elevating our standards to the highest possible level, and it starts with the people working here. It starts with you.
With me?
Yes. From what I've heard, you've been quite the exemplary maid lately. Clean rooms, satisfied guests.
I take my job very seriously, sir.
As you should. We'll see for the future, but for now, you'll be allowed to continue working here.
Good.
Thank
Thank you.
I'm not done. The police have finished their investigation and left a mess on the 5th floor. I want you to clean it up.
You want me to go back there?
Yes, why not?
I found a dead body on that floor. I'm not going back.
I'll make this simple for you. If you don't do it, you're fired.
You can't fire me because I quit. Can't fire me because I quit.
You can't fire me. Because I quit.
Sure. I fire you, you quit. It's all the same to me. Just make sure to empty your locker before the end of the month. That'll be all.
Overwood.
Hey,
Hey,
what a week.
yeah. So, what did Bernard want with you?
Well, he was being kind of a jerk, so I quit.
You what?
I quit. I figured there was no point in staying if you were leaving.
I appreciate the solidarity, but you really didn't have to do that.
I think it's for the best. Did Bernard say why he was firing you?
Ugh. He was going on and on about keeping deviants out of the hotel, so I may have lost my cool a little.
A little?
I told him I was one of those deviants he was so afraid of. He froze for a moment, then showed me the door.
So, what's next for you?
I think I'm done working under Bernard's or Linda's. Maybe it's time I become my own Bernard. Minus the fascism, of course. I could see myself owning my own establishment, one that caters to the right kind of crowd. Believe it or not, I do enjoy the company of people, just not, the stuck-up, entitled clientele of this prestigious hotel. But Maybe if I were behind the counter of, say, a bar instead of a reception desk. I don't know. Is that silly?
No, it's not. In fact, you'd be perfect for it. You're the most charming person I know.
Thank you. I'm really glad you're in my life.
Me too.
Aw. Can I kiss you? I don't want to lie like Anna Marcel. What do you think will happen to our guest? Can I kiss you? This is direct. Let's go for it.
Can I?
Kiss me?
Yes.
Oh boy.
I thought you'd never ask.
Aww.
That was.
I know.
This is the happy ending? Or sad / happy ending? I want to lie like Anna
I've been
Marcel.
thinking about
Oh,
Anne and Marcella a lot.
Should I be jealous?
No, not in that way. I've been thinking about what they went through. How they had to lie and pretend. Day after day. How they had to live someone else's life for 10 years before they could finally be with each other. I don't think I could do that.
Well, I have good news for you, Bean. Times are changing. It's already started elsewhere. And it will get here, eventually. One day, all the Annes and Marcellas of the world will live happily together, and no one will give a damn.
I really hope that's true.
It will be.
hmm. Aw. Alright, so I guess that was the happy ending, or I guess not so happy for Mrs. Cruz, Anne, and Paul, but no, at least for Miss Sophie. Anyway, we are going to do a part 5 actually, and go for other endings and see if we can actually solve the mystery and see who killed Mr. Hector. I don't think it was neither Paul or Marcella or Anne actually, so let's try that.